Welcome back to Six Survival Diaries. As you all know, it's Velvet. This episode is called He Knew I Was Cheating. Before I tell this story, I need to be honest. If I'm going to tell it properly, I can't pretend I was innocent. I wasn't. I was 18 years old, and back then, I was the problem. I had two boyfriends. Both believed they were my boyfriend, and neither knew about the other. Before anyone says it, you're right. It was wrong. I know it was wrong. Today, I would never do something like that. But at 18, I was immature, selfish, and convinced I had everything under control. I thought I was managing the situation, when in reality, it was slowly falling apart. One of the men I was seeing was completely serious about me. He cared about me, talked about the future, and showed up when I needed him. Looking back, that's part of what makes this story difficult to tell, because he deserved honesty. But 18-year-old me wasn't thinking about anybody except myself. For a while, I thought I was getting away with it. Then one day he called and said he wanted to take me out. Nothing unusual, but something felt different. His voice was flat, his answers were shorter, and there was none of the energy I was used to hearing. I noticed it, but ignored it, because when you're hiding something, you become very good at ignoring warning signs. I got ready and assumed it was a normal date. When he picked me up, the feeling got stronger. Usually there was conversation and laughter. That day, there was mostly silence. I tried starting conversations, but every answer was short. Then I realized we weren't heading anywhere familiar. Not a restaurant, not a movie theater, not anywhere we normally went. That's when my stomach started telling me something wasn't right. Eventually we stopped, and when I looked around, all I saw was water. Lake Ontario. I remember thinking, why are we here? This isn't a date. This isn't a surprise. So what is this? That's when he looked at me. I'll never forget his face. There was no smile, no excitement, just hurt. The kind that's been building for a long time. And suddenly I knew. Not everything, but enough. I knew this wasn't about a surprise anymore. Then he started talking, calmly. Somehow that was scarier than yelling. He started asking questions I'd lied about before. Then he started filling in details. Days I wasn't available, places I'd been, and excuses I'd given. With every sentence, I realized he wasn't guessing. He knew. Then he told me how. He'd been watching my house, watching who came and went, and watching another man pick me up on days I claimed I was busy. Just like that, every lie I'd been juggling collapsed. There comes a point where a lie becomes impossible to maintain. I had reached that point. For the first time that day, I was genuinely afraid. Suddenly, none of the games felt clever anymore. Everything became very real, very fast. I remember crying. I remember admitting everything. Not because I suddenly became honest, but because I was terrified. Fear stripped away every excuse. Yes, I had been cheating. Yes, there was another man. Yes, I had lied repeatedly. For the first time, I stopped trying to explain it away. The truth was out. After that, there wasn't much left to say. We got back into the car. The ride home felt longer than any ride I'd ever taken. There was no arguing, yelling, or conversation, just silence. The kind of silence that tells you something has ended. Deep down, I knew it. The relationship was over, and honestly, it should have been. Relationships built on deception don't survive forever. Sooner or later, reality catches up. Mine just happened to catch up in a way I'll never forget. I don't tell this story because I'm proud of it. I'm not. And I don't tell it because I was a victim. I wasn't. I made selfish choices that hurt people. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is that honesty isn't just about protecting yourself. It's about respecting other people's right to make informed decisions. I robbed those men of that choice. But another truth is this: being hurt doesn't give someone permission to become dangerous. Two things can be true at the same time. I was wrong, and what followed was wrong too. Today, I'm a completely different woman. I've grown, learned, and built a life that 18-year-old me couldn't imagine. Every now and then, I think about that drive. I think about how quickly lies turn into consequences, and how lucky I was that the story ended with me making it home. Because not everybody gets that ending. If you're listening to this and hiding something from somebody, understand this: the truth has a way of showing up eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. And when it does, you might not get to control how it arrives. If you have a story you'd like to share, send it to the email in the description. Names, details, and identities can always be changed to keep everything anonymous. Because sometimes the stories people carry silently are the ones people need to hear the most. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you can stay connected for all future stories. With episode 11, I Should Have Left the First Time He Hurt Me, releasing June 11th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Real stories, real survival, real people.